Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude. On today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we've got two TNA superstars. We've got Speedball Mike Bailey and Trey Miguel. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today I'm going to be making Trey Miguel and Speedball Mike Bailey. These two are guys I've wanted to make for a bit. A lot of TNA guys I've really wanted to make. I don't watch a ton of TNA, but I see clips. I know like their top guys. I kind of know what's going on with TNA. It's not something I watch regularly. There's just so much wrestling that most of the time I'm catching YouTube clips, whatever, highlights. Stuff of that sort. But I wanted to make Trey Miguel. I wanted to make both of these guys for a bit now. Trey Miguel has a ton of tattoos and just some really cool designs for his attire. So I'm really excited to make him. And then Mike Bailey, it's just cool. He's got like the barefoot kick pads. So it was cool putting that together. I've seen a lot of customs of these guys. Trey Miguel here, I'm going to use a Seth Rollins upper torso. The arms, I can't remember who they're from. Both of these heads are from Heteration. I really like the likeness on both of these. We've got some AJ Styles legs, and then the kick pads are actually from a Jazzwares Ray Phoenix figure. Those are like, I don't know if they're 100% accurate, but they're really close to what Trey Miguel wears. So I was excited to be able to use those as opposed to just like the normal kick pads we do end up using. And then Mike Bailey over here is mostly just the Legends AJ Styles figure. And then those aren't the Legends boots. They're different boots, but they're still AJ Styles boots. And then we took feet from an Elite Rusev figure and gave him that formula. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of prepping with the Trey Miguel. So we're going to get all the decals or all the deco off these legs so that they're all black. The boots, I'm going to get the white off here. This left one, I'm actually going to use red spray paint to cover that up. But then that'll be red. Everything else will be black. And then it's just a matter of the decals and tattoos and everything. With the Mike Bailey, we're going to have to paint the tights all black. And then I'm going to paint this. So I think it's the whole kick pad. So the knee pad is going to be like a light blue to kind of match the bluish, just like a bluish green. It looks a little more blue on camera than it does like the greenish I feel like it looks like in person. And then the knee pad for sure, and I'm pretty sure most of the kick pad also has that like light blue. I'll have to, there's a lot going on. It's just a black and blue attire, but he has a unique look to his attire. So gonna get to that, but I think that's gonna be everything. So let's get to it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is finish getting all the black on here. I use acetone on the legs, and then I'm just going to paint black over the crotch piece, and then do one layer over the legs, so it's all kind of that same look, that same kind of glossy look as I put decals on and everything. But I don't use acetone on the crotch piece just because it's a harder plastic, so it'll leave like some residue from the goof off, but it's real simple. It doesn't take me too long. With the tattoos, of course, we're going to do all the big arms and the big arm tattoos with the micro set and micro sole, and then I blast it with the hair dryer to get it to really like get into the different cracks and crevices, whatever, of the figure. And then on the legs, so I like to do the crotch piece first because that's the easiest to line up in the right spot. And then I'll take the part of the legs and then just line it up accordingly so that it looks right. And then there's a lot more to go on the side. So I'm going to do the kick pads just because those are real simple. The ones on the legs, since they're really big, they take a lot more effort to get done. And I don't want to smudge those doing other decals, so I really I hit those pretty hard with the
hair dryer so that they kind of suck to the legs and they don't have a bunch of like cracks and creases in them. On the Mike Bailey, gonna paint it all black. I will have to paint the right kick pad gray, then like I'll have to paint the knee pad, but gonna paint it all black. I'm gonna seal it and then I'll put on the decals. And this one's a lot more straightforward, a little simpler than the Trey Miguel because there's no tattoos, like no real big decals. So this one's really not too bad. I don't always like painting knee pads, but I don't know, I've kind of just gotten better painting and like thinning out the paint, so not a huge deal. I'm not doing a lot of posing around and playing. If you do a lot of playing, you probably want to just find a knee pad that, like knee pads that are in the color that you want to use. Same with elbow pads. So I did mix a couple blues to kind of get this. It's kind of a mix between, I use like a Caribbean blue and then a little hint of green in there. Kind of match the blue with the tights.
All right, I am really excited to show these off. First off, we're going to take a look at the Trey Miguel, and this turned out about as well as I had hoped, as well as I could hope that it would. I'm really happy with it. I did go back and forth a lot on the skin tone. I wasn't sure if this was too light, and then I went back, I watched a few matches, and I'm pretty happy with this. I didn't get a chance to paint the lips on here. I think that would bring out the sculpt a little more. Because I don't know, something about it just seems kind of plain. I know that like we've got the beard and everything, we've got the facial hair. I don't know, I feel like maybe it is just the lips that makes it kind of plain, but outside of that there's so much going on. I think the tattoos, I'm really happy with how those turned out. They came out pretty clean. We've got the tape on his wrist. I decided to do like a little strip for his hands, and then obviously the tights are the Carnage and Venom tights, which I tried to find the event that he wore these, and all I could find was an Instagram post. Sometimes too he wears colored contacts, but I couldn't find the picture. Like the picture, he has his hood on, so I couldn't see if he had contacts. So I might go in, just give him the light blue contacts he wears sometimes, just to make it look a little bit cooler. But here you go, you can see slide that down a little bit. See the Carnage side, the Venom side. Decals went on nicely on the boots. You can see kind of sat in there. The hair dryer and everything. So really, really happy with Trey Miguel. But then this is the one I'm actually more excited for because I thought outside the box a little bit. So with the Mike Bailey here, he has like not like a ribbon. I don't even know what to call it. Let's just say a ribbon. He wears like a ribbon on the side of his tights that kind of hangs loosely. And in the decals, Curb Stomp has that, but it's just a decal. It just goes on the side. So what I decided to do was take some tape, and then I folded it over itself and cut it. And then I taped it to the side so that it would hang down the way it's supposed to. And I love how this turned out. I had to mix paints a little bit to get the right blue for the knee pad, but that wasn't a huge deal. It came out pretty well. This isn't like completely accurate. It should just be square, but I just kept this because that was the original kick pad like that, and I'm okay with it. Over here, I did paint, like you can see, I painted all the way down just so that that kick pad extended all the way. And then, like, you guys can judge for yourself. I feel like the blue matched pretty well, and it kind of fades. It's kind of like a gradient. It's not just a solid color. So really happy with the blue. Like the head scan looks good. So next to each other, I think these are damn near perfect. Darn near, excuse me. I'm really excited about the tape we put on there. And it moves too. Like the paint sits well with it. And it sticks well. I left enough of the sticky side of the tape on there so that it would stay, and I'm not going to be doing any like crazy posing with it. I do want to do a pick fed. I plan to get around to that. It's just a matter of
how I'm going to execute it. So if you have any ideas for that, throw them at me. I'd love to get to it. But that is going to be everything for today. So if you like what we're doing here, you like this Trey Miguel, you like this Mike Bailey, throw some more suggestions at me for what you want to see on Work in Progress Wednesday. Outside of that, please continue to like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate it. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.